Okay, here we are in T10. The basket is out over this way here. You can see here, maybe you can see it over here. Yeah, there you go. See it down there amongst the trees? It's in the sunlight. So that's where we're headed. Okay, we're about halfway in between. Halfway there. Okay, here's the basket. And I wound up over there and over there. So let's see what I can do here. Okay, I'm on T11 right now. And pretty much for the most part, it's not a bandy, but going through the trees, between the trees is your best route. And the basket is down there, or down there, just to the left of the ski lift. You can see that little basket sitting out there. And you really don't want to get into that hillside just in front of it. There's a hillside just full of buckthorn, and I've already lost a couple of discs there. So, but best way to go is catch the trail down here. And the big boys like to go out over the ski lift and go for the ace. That's not me. Okay, so I'm walking along here. You may not realize how steep it really is, because I'm sure it probably looks fairly level in the video, but this is a fairly steep climb here, and what you don't want to do is wind up having to come back up. It just makes it that much more difficult, but this is a nice trail. It's a nice start for a trail down to this hole, and you can see we're just about halfway between the tee and the hole. You can see it. You can see the hole over there again to the left of the ski lift, and the Synchronicity shoes. I really like how they grip any surface. It's a big deal out here, trying to keep your grip. Here I am, where I usually am. And so just go for a pitch down there, and hopefully we wind up with a par. I squeaked out a par. Almost got a birdie on this. Hit the headband, hit the top of the headband. Kicked off and wound up over here. And I've been doing a good job on putting today. So here it is, hole 11, the infamous hole 11. It's kind of, to newcomers, it's a kind of a terrifying thing to look down at from up there at this hole and think. Anyways, what you want to be careful of is this buckthorn right here. Falling short is not an option here. Otherwise, make sure you have long pants on, jeans preferably. And now on to T12. We are now on T12. And the hole, the basket, is just over this way here. Look between the two trees right there, those two big trees. And it's about a 50, maybe 60 feet beyond those trees. And the objective is to try to do a turf or an anhyzer out over around the trees. The big boys like to take and do the hyzer bombs out that way there. But here's your tee, and hopefully we'll have some mats here real soon. Okay, at least I'm in the shade. So my first shot, I wound up here behind the tree. Nice. And there's the basket. I'd say we're about a little over halfway there. Let's see what I can do now. Okay. Here is hole 12. Real nice little cove tucked in here. And this is just below T2. So you can get an idea of where things are. And now on to hole 13, T13. Just walk on over there. This is just about the lowest point of the course. But it's a good place to take a short break. So here's the tee right here. We're standing on it. And the basket sits right there. Can't miss it. It's sitting out there waiting for you to ace it. This is ace material. We are halfway in between the hole and the tee. Make your way around the fallen tree here. And down through the ravine where we'll find my charger and on up the hill. Here we are coming up to 13, hole 13. I couldn't get it in. Damn it! So I get a par. It's okay. I'm staying even Steven. Okay, so here we're going to go for the launching pad T14, where you get the view of the valley below, the desert below. I can see a couple of dust devils off in the distance, and that's where the Lord of Sky High, also known as Bama, hails from. He'll buy a stroke any way he can. And this is where, if you have any plastic you want to get rid of and you enjoy watching it go down the hill, this is where it's done. This is what we call the launching pad or the graveyard. There's a bunch of plastic down there. I've heard that people have gone down there and have brought back, I believe, a couple hundred discs at a time. You can see where there was a fire there at one time, not too long ago. You can see it's kind of grayish, ashen color. Anyways, Mother's Day when I was shooting, and I crapped out right about hole 15. I got hole 14, but I'm going to redo hole 14 because that's always a bitch for me. So here we are overlooking the desert. This is overlooking Phelan and out towards Victorville, Apple Valley area out that way there. And that's the view from the launching point, as we like to call it. It's windier than hell up here. So here is the tee. Eventually you will see, before the showdown, you're going to see some real permanent tees in here, all leveled off, and they're not permanent, but they can't be poured cement. And the hole is up there, and so what you want to try to do is just get past here without turning over into the buckthorn and deeper down the mountain. You want to try to get up there is the hot ticket. So in the meantime, hi ho, time to pick it up and finish this off. Okay, so we're about halfway. Actually more than halfway, but here we are at the level ground. It's pretty much where you want to be from the drive, which I wasn't. Still trying to get acclimated to this altitude. Bogey, but I'll consider myself lucky at that. Anyways, there's your hole. Next tee is right up here. T15, that's pretty much where the battery crapped out. Off we go. Okay, here we are, T15. Hole is dead ahead. You can see that's the short position. Long position is off to the left and over there by those big trees. And it has about another 60-70 feet to the hole. As you can see, there's some sawdust here and there, and they've been coming through here and really cleaning out a whole bunch of low-lying bushes, shrubs, small trees, all kinds of things, so that holes 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 to an extent have opened up quite a bit. So different lines through there now. Okay, so here we are. I'd say probably a good 50, 60 feet. Here's the basket for 15. T for 16 is up here. There's a trail, and it's just the other side of the trail. You can see a bench up there. Okay, here's T16, and the hole is dead ahead on the side of the hill. That hill's a little steeper than it looks, and it's very easy to get a rollaway. And as you can tell, they've trimmed a whole bunch of the low-lying brush that was over off to the left and all over the place here. It's just really been cleaned up. Okay, so here I am. It's about halfway, and the whole idea would just be to either put it in the basket or next to it. I don't want to get a rollaway. Okay, that's a climb there, let me tell you. So here's hole 16. Basket's back there. T17 is just up over the rise here on the other side of that big tree. Okay, here we are at T17. The basket is just in front of that one big tree, just underneath the lifts. You can kind of make it out right there. Nice little short hole. 217 is what the T sign says. And if you'll notice, look at all the stuff they cleared out of here. This used to have all kinds of little trees and low-lying brush all over the place here. Gone. Anyways, ace material. Here's the midway point. There's the lift, there's the basket. Okay, here's hole 17. I get my birdie. Yowza. Nice little forehand with the Archon. And then finish it off with a shark. Not just any shark, a 150 shark. And we're going to go on up to the number 18 tee. Come around here. On up this way. Number 18 tee. Basket is straight out that way. If you recall, there's all kinds of trees all over here, all kinds of stuff to get in the way. So now it's a nice, long, nice hyzer out over there, and you can park it. Okay, we're halfway, and as you can see, there's all kinds of sawdust and chips all over the place here from all the trees that are cut out. And let me tell you, the smell of pine is really nice. It's kind of nice smelling this. But that's halfway, and here we are coming up to the number 18 basket, and I wind up real close to it. And I didn't even do that hyzer over that way like I suggested. So here's hole 18. Let's see if I can get a birdie here. There's a glove there waving high. Did I say I wanted to get a birdie here? Birdie, birdie. Thank you, shark. That's a shark, 150 gram shark. That's what I refer to as my Mark Horn shark. Okay, so that wraps up the 18 hole middle 9, also known as up to hole 18. Now I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully Joe is right there and see what's going on.